We living. We surviving. Stream whatever you like. Boom. Hello, lads. Thinking of making a playlist for chill streams. Though I don't know what purpose it would serve. I have a playlist for a lot of things, but not for Quaaludes. It wouldn't serve any purpose to make a playlist for chill streams. I have playlists for nearly all my challenge runs and stuff. So those serve a purpose. People can go to them and actually view them and all that stuff. What will you do? This is my annual vanilla run of the God of War trilogy. I finished God of War 3 about a week ago. Was a hell of a fun run. Tried a lot of Hermes boots stuff, charge attacks, and some more soul summon play with the centaur here and there. Some more Gorgon soul summon. And generally went with the Claws of Hades upgrade route. Didn't max out the blades. Usually how my routing goes for 3 is level 3 blades, then level 3 claws. And I get level 3 claws by the time I kill Hermes. Every time. Where's the Oko fam? Chill. Hey, to all my Kiwis out there. All my Kiwis from New Zealand. Birdman and Terraria, this goes to you. So yeah, the God of War 3 vanilla run went amazing. Tried out a lot of the boots of Hermes. It shatters every statue in the game. And it deals a lot of damage. The fire, the tread that it leads. Not when you launch an enemy and the fire hits that airborne enemy, further launches him. That way it doesn't deal a lot of damage. Only one tick of the fire damages the enemy. When you do it on an enemy that doesn't get launched, he gets wrecked. There are more powerful options, of course, but you know, So this time, it's God of War 2, and I've chosen a weird route. Of course, the Oko route I'll never use again. Because it takes all the fun of the game outside of the picture. It makes it very brainless. Insanely easy. Not a single difficulty curve remains. So the routing this time went level 2 Typhon's Bane first, which was a mistake. I thought I would do this to speed up the Theseus fight, but nothing came of it. Since the damage doesn't increase when you take it to level 2. But it's still good. It shoots faster. You have the lethal vortex. This bad boy shatters every single statue in the game and launches enemies, sets them up pretty well. Does not gain a damage buff. Yeah. Sane audio video desync, by the way. Really? How can I hit with the barbarian hammer as fast as you do? Just boom, 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 boom. You cancel with the bow, but not while stationary. If you're stationary, Kratos does this, which is used for a different purpose. He does the draw animation like this. When you move and press L2, he instantly whips out the bow. So you just want to move, attack L2, attack L2, attack L2, but with the hammer, of course. Favorite Kanye album? I really don't know. What's up, Jesus Christ? Having God of War 2 move today? Yes, Deleto, welcome. For anyone having audio desync, refresh your page, reopen the stream. Thank God it's not a me issue, because like I can't fix stuff like this when they happen. Sometimes it requires to just close the streaming software. So, you may have also noticed that I have the blades at level 2. It's because I'm not gonna be using the hammer as much as as much as you're supposed to do, okay? When I do my annual, I love that I'm calling it this, as if it's like it's a worldwide event. When I do my annual vanilla runs, I usually try to have fun with some stuff that I have neglected before. So today is gonna be Typhon Spain, the Blades, and Spear of Destiny. Hammer is just broken. It balances itself out by not allowing you to dodge. But even so, I'm very powerful with it if I use it. The next time we boot up God of War 2 is probably gonna be for the S rank run, dude. Like, that run is long due. I made the perfect run for the game and never did it. Criminal. What are chill stream? Read the rules in the description. The rule is to chill and just admire. Can you imagine I'm playing God of War 3 on the phone? Wow.
The relic that you hold,
an amulet from the Sisters of Fate.
will allow you to move
I was promised a God hand stream. What is this? Uncle, fill my life with joy. Would you let go of that shitty game by that shitty director? Uncle Phil of shit. Yo, Zesty, I'm here. The Devil Joe is here. The Devil Joe! Now, I wish I had the charge shot with the bow, like, unlocked right now. Hear me, fallen god. None defy what the fates decree. That is how it must be. Only death awaits you at the end of your journey.
My death is what began this journey.
The fates have not deemed victory for you. Your soul will never find peace for what you have become.
Mira. Now, what can we even do with God of War 2? God of War 2. Where do I begin? Wait, this isn't Gears 2 unsubscribed. Who the fuck? God of War 2. There's been an issue I've been feeling about this game with, if that sentence ever made sense in the language of English. It takes long for this game to start humping, you know? Like, it's just jerking off until you get the Barbarian Hammer. Until then, game's just... I don't know what to say. I talked about it the other day too, where this game's first hour or so, more than an hour, not just an hour and a half maybe, you don't really have a lot of tools to have fun. Whereas God of War 1, in literally the first hour, you have the Blades, Poseidon's Rage, Zeus Fury, Medusa's Gaze, and a lot of orbs to upgrade stuff. Whereas here, it's not a lot of orbs, it's not a lot of tools. Even 3 is amazing. You like an hour in, you have the claws, the blades, 3 soul summons, the magic attack of the blades, the bow of Apollo, the rage, which is a new moveset. Are you aware that you have Mesopotamian mythology heritage because Mesopotamian mythology is located from Iraq? Please answer my comment. The answer is yes. Yo, yo, yo. Ush. Is it my turn to attack yet, Wraith? Thank you very much. Ush. This is what I mean when I say emphasis on the blades. Just stupid fun, nothing more. Even got hit back there, huh? Thanks on landing. I love the on landing, especially when there are active attacks going on. I love on landing bug. I'm having love with your wife. Got over 2 refreshing. Oh yeah! Hop on the gold train, baby! Got hit, restart the game, restart the whole stream. One hit K stream. Doesn't make any sense, I know. Exactly why I used that joke, dude. Hey, dude! Day 45 of asking the big Z, the Zagina, to play Bujingai. I've told you, I checked it out. A friend of mine played it recently. Rong, or Roy if you know him. I, however, checked it out on YouTube a little bit. Didn't really like how it looked for some reason. Again, shout out to all the Kiwis in the chat. Salute. All the New Zealand people. Even the old Zealand. Come in, no problem. We accept old and New Zealand. He's the conductor of the poop train. The coal train, baby. When are you gonna speedrun God of War 2? The run that'll never happen. The game inconvenienced me too many times for me to try again, man. Hey, I can do that too. Ish. 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 But I rolled. I didn't just roll, I even rolled up your mom's ass. We took an Oko L like that the other day. Why is blood I'm just playing way too risky, man. Oh, da -na -na I love the music. Ah! Not this time. Bitch, this ain't an Okoi. It's the first time I have fun in this encounter in 16 years. You have no idea how you guys doing. The Captus of the Cubus is here. Hello and welcome, Captain Cubo, to yet another extreme gameplays stream for the folk. What the fuck happened to Oko God of War 1 challenge? As Lil Yachty likes to say in that clip, my N-word. Chill. Do y'all think the fight dynamic with Hades Minotaur is better when you use the bow tricking or without? Hold on, my brain just farted. Hades Minotaur? I don't know. Every situation is better if you trick it. Not every, some situations. Mostly it's just scary because you have to perfect time your trick. Excuse me. Oh, fuck! I know it looks like I'm crying. This is the tears of joy, though. The one you fight after the lowlands. Oh, the Hades Minotaur. Yeah. My favorite enemy of God of War 2. Taking a break from a video I'm writing by watching the Zestman. I heard you like. I didn't hear you like. I saw, because I read your comment, that you liked my video. The God of War 3 through. The God of War 3 through. Bar none, one of my best videos ever. I still prefer the God of War. I still prefer the God of War 3. There's an Uncharted 2 chase sequence that looks exactly like this, by the way. I just wanted to point it out. Anyways, I still prefer my. Oh, sorry for that one, Kratos. You know how it is. Hold on, how does this look if we fail all of it? It's gonna look beautiful. Look. I've actually never tried this. Hold on, let's fail every single one. Come on, one for the Kiwis in the chat. There we go. What do you think about Prince of Persia: Warrior Within? Love that game. Except the starting scene with that big old ass on the ship. Ugh! Ah! Stop! Ah! Stop it! Ah! Come here! It's the first time I've seen this motherfucker get hit. Motherfucker just took it all to the face. It was great, man. You really went deep with the Daedalus story. Daedalus. And the things, the parallels he has with Pathos Verdus from God of War 1. The stuff of legend. You can, by the way, stay up his face and try something, but he may just have to shitbox you at times, which is not really fun. So get close. And he does this. Then you can boom, boom, boom. 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 Except he can just hit you something. There. Wow, all these arrows. Kratos, you're insane. Brother missed half of what he shot. I'm being generous when I say half. fuck your horse. Which difficulty are you playing on? Very hard. Now we move away. Come here. Oosh. I want one of you guys to grab me, please. Okay, maybe not. If one of these guys grab you, it's the best thing ever. Kratos does the 360 toss when he reverses. There. And there, but it doesn't really matter. This guy just doesn't take any damage. Dun, dun, dun.
No, not you again.
We do this punish carefully. Boom. Attack, 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 attack away, then turn back for the deep hit. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, whoa. 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 Such a good theme. Oh yeah. I've been listening to the God of War trilogy albums. The albums. These songs have such great quality. It's insane. The Hermes chase? Brother, all you need to do is hear it. I'm not gonna say anything. All you need to do is hear it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Just listen to it, okay? This shit has so much quality and like they literally took out instruments in the in-game version that I'm just so pissed at them for doing that choice. But I don't know why. But like, listen to the album version of the song. It's called Stalker. Look, listen. Did you hear what I just heard? And there's some unused songs that I'm like, I'm like, why did you motherfuckers not use that? And even this thing, the Stalker song that I just played. Do you know how much of that is missing in the actual Hermes chase sequence? All you hear is the, like, the loop, the initial riff, if it was a guitar. Dun, 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 dun. Like, listen to all the build-up that you just heard in the album version, then listen to the in-game version. The in-game version is trash, besides the whole compression stuff. I love Beer's music, but the Greek soundtrack is just something else. Gerard Marino. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Are you gonna keep talking or are you gonna stick that dick up my ass? Gerard Marino, Mike Reagan, these guys, these legends, made some of the greatest songs ever. Chris Valansco. These three. Chris Valansco. Gerard Marino, which is the big dog that made the most of my favorites. Mike Reagan is not really... Mike Reagan is insane, by the way. He's not like Gerard Marino insane, but he made my favorite song in all of God of War, which is The Glory of Sparta. But it's just so out of the ordinary. It's never Mike Reagan's style to make songs like that. Mike Reagan made Glory of Sparta, sure, which is a hype, heroic, victorious song. He made Typhon's Mountain, which is a hell of a track. He composed two other songs that are hype, but usually this is not Mike Reagan's style. Mike Reagan makes some weird in the feels type stuff. So it's very out of character for him that he made a bonkers the banger that is The Glory of Sparta. I cannot emphasize. Gerard Marino is that dog that makes crazy stuff like that. Him and Chris Valansco. Stalker that you just heard is by Chris Valansco. This motherfucker made the Zeus Wrath Divine. You know the... And then it keeps rising higher. He made that masterpiece in God of War 1, then came back in 2 and made it, put it in the Phoenix Rising track. Then in God of War 3, he made a full-on rehashing of the song with the Brothers of Blood. The song that plays with the first Medusa in God of War 3 is sick. Didn't make it in the official track either. This is a whole subject where bangers don't make it to the main albums. God of War 2's album is heavily flawed. It doesn't have Pursuing Destiny. It doesn't have Eastern Ramparts. You know the one that goes pum 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 pum. It doesn't have the Cerberus Bastard, which goes pum pum pum. What am I humming, man? But like, it doesn't have a lot of the bangers that you're used to, which is weird. Stupid decision. 3 is better in that regard. 3 does not just ignore most of its bangers. Sure, 3 doesn't have City of Olympia song. It doesn't have Chimera song, which is a cardinal sin, by the way. No excuse. It's a cardinal sin that you make a banger like Chimera's song goes Chimera Thoton Soro So Chimera Thoton Soro So Chimera Thoton Soro So Chimera. It is insane of a song. And the main album misses it, because of course it does. No reason to exclude it, by the way. It's just stupid. Where's your third brother? I'm gonna just restart this real quick. Your melody doesn't make sense. It's the one that gets used in the Eastern Ramparts after the Zeus cutscene in the prologue. You know which one. It also gets remixed in God of War 2 when you're inside of Colossus, where it becomes like more it becomes more horror filled. More horror gets induced into the song, where it turns into a and you're inside of Colossus, and it keeps on looping the Eastern Ramparts, but it's more haunting this time. What else does God of War 2 miss? God of War 2 doesn't have Seize Your Fate. How stupid are you to not have Seize Your Fate in your album? Is the one that go Mira, 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 and then here's the cool little, the sax. It is the one of the best songs in God of War 2 is not on there. And this goes for like God of War 1 doubly so. God of War 1 does not have literally half of its bangers. 3 is where they found their footings with albums. Like album type soundtracks, not just, I don't know how to describe it. 3 is the perfect album, you know, in the trilogy. I'm not saying it's not missing bangers. It absolutely is. 3 is missing the City of Olympia, as I described. Chimera's banger. What else is 3 missing? That would be it, sort of. See, like, it doesn't miss as much as God of War 1 and 2 do. Mind you, 2, with all these songs that it's missing, is still a banger album. Like, just a general album to listen to. It's just that when you don't include something like freaking the Cerberus Bastard, man. Like, that is the hottest song of God of War 2. You instantly feel like you're in the temple, like. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. It's very heroic. It's very God of War. How do you not have it? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. It is the best thing ever. And it doesn't have it. But 2 does have a lot of its bangers in the album, which is a thing that matters. It's very important. 3 has a lot of songs. It's gonna sound weird. 3 has a lot of bangers that aren't in the game. Literally listen to this. This was, in my theorizing ass, this was supposed to play while you fight Fear Kratos. Yes. You know the boss fight in Challenge of Exile, where you fight literally Kratos but the Fear form? This song is on the album. It's called In the Face of Fear. Listen to how insane it is and how much it fits with the Fear Kratos boss fight, if it ever happened. But it never happened. But just listen to it. It is again by Mike Reagan, which, as I said, it's not usual that he makes songs like this. But just give it a listen. Look at how menacing it is. It's just like Zeus's Wrath Divine. It keeps on adding up. Listen. This is not in the game. It didn't make it. Did you hear that? That is the sound of Fear Kratos boss fight that got cut because Stig Asmussen thought there's too much gameplay. Shut the fuck. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna get mad at Stig again for that. Because look, in a project, like, if that documentary wasn't a thing, where Stig literally states that he cut out a gameplay part at the end because it was too much gameplay, and instead had the fear section. A piece of art is the sum of its parts. It's how it all came together by the end. Like, if I go walk you guys through what I have left out in my project at times, you'll say, are you fucking dumb for leaving that out? But like, in the end, it had to be done. That was a decision that had to be done. So when Stig says something like, oh, we had to cut gameplay, that is not something we're supposed to know. It sucks. Like, more God of War 3 gameplay is always appreciated. And I know it was the Fear Kratos boss, okay? Don't ask me how I know. Pulled it out of my ass, but like, I know, okay? Frag out! Frag out! Boom! These motherfuckers are really blocking my collisions, huh? Enough out of you. Let's bring back the music. This isn't the Fear Kratos theme. That would be the Arena 5. Look, Zemnas, the feel of this song that I just played, In the Face of Fear. It's even in the name, In the Face of Fear. It feels like it would have played for the Fear Kratos boss. There's no doubt. Everything that gets cut seems better to us because our imaginations fills in the gaps. Precisely. Hold on, let me... Okay. Everything that gets cut seems better to us because our imaginations fill in the gaps. Just like the shark in Jaws become more terrifying the less we see of it. But yeah, some cuts sound sick. Yeah. This is true. See, like... what we got at the end is the God of War 3 that we got. Additional info regarding, there was this section that we had to cut. It sounds frustrating to hear. Oh, look, what do you mean you cut off more gameplay? I'm here for gameplay and all that. But when you actually dig into it, you never know why, like, what the artist meant behind the choice. Maybe he knew for pacing, gameplay at this spot just isn't right. And this is all info we're not even supposed to know. Like in God of War 1, there's a whole section of climbing Kronos that would have been done with like a... what do they call it? A gondola? It got cut. Now your imaginations can go literally a billion places. There's even videos of it in the documentary. But at the end of the day, God of War 1 came out as what it was. Even God of War 2, where Atlantis was cut. Design choices. You're not even supposed to know this info. You're not expected to know this info and get pissed. This has a part playing when Gaia arrives to interrupt Zeus phase 2. You mean the part where it goes dun 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 dun? It plays at other parts too, not just there. I'm talking like the main song. I'm pretty sure it would have played against Fear Kratos. The name implies it. The album placement, it comes right before the end credit and shit. Everything gives it off that it would have played against a Fear Kratos boss. There's a thing about album placement that I need to explain to you guys. It's how the original song makers, song composers had it in plan, how the song should be, which song is placed where, and yada yada. For example, Brothers of Blood was originally meant to be played against Hercules, believe it or not. I know it sounds insane in current world where we have our God of War world and it's literally playing against Zeus himself. It's even Zeus's song, like it's the Zeus Rad Divine and stuff. But originally it was supposed to play for Hercules. I know in a philosophical way, hold on. Thank you for the calm music. Whatever. For me, is the Morpheus cut from Ascension. I would have loved to see that boss. I totally understand. Anyways, Brothers of Blood in the album placement, it comes after the Muses song, which is a song that doesn't play in God of War 3. Criminal, because it's... Do I have to play it? I'm gonna have to play it in a bit. I'm gonna play the Muses song after I'm done with this ramble. Brothers of Blood was supposed to play at Hercules, because in the album placement you have it after the Muses song, which literally in-game you beat the Muses, you finish the puzzle of the Muses, then fight Hercules. And before Aphrodite's song. Aphrodite comes after Hercules. Some stuff just make too much sense when you just put them together. Here's the Muses song, and it's just a crime that it does. It is a... I'm gonna get to it. This plays in the game, but only the drums! Only the drums play in the game. What the hell? Listen to this banger. This is so God of War 4-ish. This banger in game. I love how music is Zesty's other passion outside of God of War, and sometimes they overlap. No, I'm just saying, this doesn't play in game, and it's dumb. And this, here's the thing, it plays in game, but they take out instruments, just like the Stalker that I played, the Hermes chase. It plays, but only the drums version plays. Which is stupid. No excuse. It's the same with the Forge of Hephaestus. Don't worry, y'all. we'll get good music placements in the remasters. Thank you, Zimnas. Listen to The Forge of Hephaestus by Mike Reagan. Listen to this. Listen to the piano. Did you hear that? This also plays in game. I'm not saying it doesn't play in game, but there are so many instruments taken out of the in-game version that it's actually insane. Like just flat out taken out of the game. It's the same thing with the music song. It's the same thing with the song that I just played. This one does play in game when you meet Hephaestus. But the good part, the piano, dang, 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 that's the highlight of the song. Doesn't exist in God of War 3. Mind you, God of War 3 has amazing music selection. Things that are fitting to the theme, especially in the underworld. But they misuse them. The songs are already compressed. Then you remove instruments? Are you dumb? The song matched with the monster reveal. It builds up. Gears 1 Oko is coming in 2026. It's gonna be done before 2026. Come on now. Ush, ush. Ush, ush. Ush, ush, ush. I'm gonna check something else right now. Oh, I did talk how some songs benefit when they're on the album and how instruments are taken out. I'm gonna play one right now. You've all heard it's the Labor of Destruction. But look at, since it's on the album, it's not compressed, it's not the in-game version. Listen to the choir. Listen to the detail. Listen to how harsh, how sharp it is. Listen to this. Sorry for that voice crack, but you get the point. Frustrations aside, God of War's music choice is perfection. Like that one back there that I just played, it had nothing wrong with it, you know, in the game. It suffers because of compression, which goes about for every game. Listen to the album version and it's a replayable shit. Like, did you hear the It hits you in the feels how loud the choir is. Labor of Destruction. What a song. I wish God of War was a real game series.
Jason.
Hey Zesty, how you make your recordings on God of War 3 Remastered 60 FPS? Mine is 30.
Men are dead.
You record on the PS5, correct? I don't.
Must save him. The fleece is the key to Medusa's temple.
Did this idiot just say Medusa's temple? Medusa's temple? Put some respect on this chick's name. It's Euriley. I just noticed. That's dumb. Enough out of you. Really now? Whatever, we'll do this. Also, this idiot really just said Medusa's temple. How disrespectful. Who's your queen, queen? Isn't it Euriley? Anyways, level 3 blades. Let's go. You just use external recording software. Thanks for the answer, though. I use OBS, yeah. With OBS, you need the capture card. And HDMI is stuck to your PS5, goes to the capture card. An HDMI is stuck to your PS5, goes to the capture card. The capture card is sat on the table. There's another HDMI on the other port of the capture card that you plug it in, then you plug it to the TV. Then there's a USB spot that you put the USB on this side, then another USB wire, the same USB wire but the other head goes to your computer or your laptop. And just like that, magic is made. You then have to open OBS and the magic is done. How criminal is that Boreas Ice Storm is literally a useless item that you can't freeze enemies with? I believe it was originally supposed to be an item that you could use. But it got taken out.
What are you doing? I need your help.
Sounds like too much work. At the start, yeah, it feels like you're setting up the setup of a lifetime. But it's not really that complicated. This song is not on the album, by the way. Album of 2. This soundtrack hit different in Titan mode. It's a combat track. Combat tracks usually don't get justice in albums.
This golden fleece has the power to deflect approaching weapons and thrust them back to the...
God of War 3 doesn't have this City of Olympia song. Wow, Kratos, I love the way you move. Not a big fan of this boss fight. Would be cool if it had some more smaller enemies. I mean, the highlight part of a Cerberus... Hold on. The highlight part of a Cerberus fight in God of War 2 is the... Man, what a legendary fight it is. I'm telling you, legendary. It has perfect enemy... enemy placement. It has 2 Cerberus breeders. Then when you take them out, another 2 spawn with 2 Fates Juggernauts. These are the ones that are constant pressure on the player. They are constant pleasure. I was about to say pleasure. They are constant pressure. And then the little pups are around you. The fuckers are annoying themselves. The Cerberus itself is annoying. It is perfection as an encounter. That is the climax of a Cerberus fighting God of War 2. Not what we just saw. What we just saw is very I don't know why it's so romanticized even in the game. It's a one-on-one, but it's a good fight. Can you play the Great Machine from God of War 3? Dog, I was just about to talk about it, I swear. The Great Machine is the song that plays inside of the labyrinth. And again, the in-game version, much better quality, and it had, I mean the album version, much better quality, and it has more going on for it. Like, the start of it is not available in the game of God of War 3. Listen to this. The Great Machine is the Labyrinth song. Now the in-game. Why was that intro not in the game? Now the in-game version starts, which is perfect. I just want to clarify, this song is used beautifully in the game. I just played it because, you know, to get the point across that in album version, the quality is unmatched. Again, in game, the quality is meshed up because of the compression that must be done. So the album version is actually superior in every way. The music's so loud. Lower your phone's audio. Oh my god. Name of this soundtrack, The Great Machine. Nice. How are you feeling about God of War 1? The Oko, the soundtrack, or what exactly? There's a lot going on. Oof! Oof! Oh my god, I'm in rare form. Song plays when Kratos slides the labyrinth into place. If I remember correctly, camera zooms out, and you see scale, and this banger starts playing. I have a observation that I've made recently regarding that whole labyrinth thing. Ever since I made that read-through video, the labyrinth and how it comes together was supposed to be way more grandiose than how we got it in the game. I guess they burned their entire... This is always the excuse to use, and it's reasonable. They fucking burned the entire budget on Chronos. Thank you. It's one of my favorite sections in the game. But my man, leave some money for the end game. So my theory is that the labyrinth reveal would have been more crazy, like as insanely emphasized as the temple of God of War 1 when it's finally put together by the end by you. And the God of War 3 one is underwhelming. That's how I believe it is. It is underwhelming when you finally align the labyrinth completely. It's supposed to be this very giant fucking goal and all that, but it is underwhelming. It doesn't miss the mark completely, but it could have been much better. I've missed a Gorgonite somewhere, I don't know where. Can you play the song Bad Side of Skellige from The Witcher 3? That's one of the best soundtracks ever. No, this was just God of War songs, and I was trying to make a point. One of the composers of the Greek games is one of the guys David Jaffe borrowed from his previous work, Twisted Metal Black. Some tracks from that game sound like it belongs to God of War. Mike Regan composed a lot or some or maybe I don't know how many songs from Conan. It's a PS2 title. And you'd be surprised how many instruments are used like fresh out of God of War 1 or 2. Like you'd even recognize them and shit. So yeah, composers generally do that. They learn their techniques in some game, move it on to another game. I forget who it was exactly, but let me search it up. Bloodborne composers, God of War composers have composed some songs for Bloodborne. Bloodborne music composers. Yep. Look at this son of a bitch. Look at this son of a bitch. Chris Velasco. The baddest SOB in the world. He composed some of the music for Bloodborne. Chris Velasco made a lot of the bangers that you've heard in God of War. For instance, the Stalker, you know, Hermes chase sequence that I played at the start. It's done by Chris Velasco. He composed it. Ares' song was made by him and Mike Regan. Zeus's Wrath Divine is made by Chris Velasco as well. This man cooked with his songs. Like, I'm saying, this man cooked. Chris Velasco. He worked on Bloodborne too. I just learned that. I wasn't sure exactly. I thought it was initially Gerard Marino or Mike Regan. But no, Chris. There's another composer too. Ron Fish in God of War 3 and God of War 2. Oh, and I cannot forget as well another legend. Winifred Phillips. This lady right here, Winifred Phillips, she understood God of War 1. She made such calm and soul-reaching songs. The vocals, everything. It's just so beautiful. Winifred Phillips, remember that name. I know that I will not reach my sisters. This is a large arena. This is enlarged Dongitis. You can thank me later. Google Firefox, you are too ancient. Firefox is the best. It does not hold my laptop by the balls. Are you using an SSD or HDD on your PS3? It's an HDD. I always mistime it. Delayed attack. Fuck. Get that ass down. Time for the most badass pose of all time. Give me that. Look at this. Fucking son of a bitch. It's like, look, Dad, this is what I got for Christmas. Or Halloween. Fall of Helios. I'm surprised YouTube allows this uncensored. It's... YouTube goes through phases with what it allows and doesn't allow. I remember a time where I used to censor all of this. But then I stopped because I realized it's fine all of a sudden. First timer here. How's God of War 2 treating you? Ever since the OCO of this game, I don't know, I've been feeling negative about it. I don't know why. I've been always picking at it. Shouldn't be the case. This shit was my first God of War game. I played this for 3 to 4 years consecutively without stop until I got God of War 3. When I was a kid, I didn't play God of War 1 a lot. All I played was 2. All. And nowadays, I don't know. It's not that I hate the game. It's just that I would always rather play God of War 3 or 1. 1 has a lot of issues. And it's sort of piss easy on vanilla. But I can give myself my own fun. Challenge runs and stuff. This is the game of my childhood. I know, me too. Ever since the OCO, man, something went wrong. My relationship with this game will never be the same. Do you have any issues during your God of War 3 trophy run Japanese version on the PS3? Because I actually have audio desync for some reason. Sometimes it's expected. It's my HDD most likely. I don't know. I really haven't run into audio desync issues. It could be your HDMI maybe, but I'm never really sure. God of War 3 is the GOAT. Is the game I can go to for anything God of War. I'm very comfortable in that game. It is insanely challenge run friendly. And it is just always fun to do a vanilla run on it. What is this run? A vanilla run, just for fun. You just need to play it more on a chill base. The OCOing has made you mad. The OCOing, the S ranking, you know? Ah, I tried to stop her. Do you think they'll announce anything God of War in the Game Awards? I'm gonna be honest with you. Since that time I jumped backwards in the face of no God of War remasters. I'm not gonna say I've been totally pessimistic. Like, it's bound to happen, right? But I've been way too chill about the whole thing. I've just been going with the... I have them on my PS3 forever. I will have them on my PC whenever I get on to PC gaming. I'm good. Why am I just so caught up with this thing of, when are we gonna get it? When are we gonna get it? When are we gonna get it? I shouldn't be. I know why I am so caught up with that. I'm saying I shouldn't be. I'm caught up with it because I want more people to get to play it. Because I want me, myself, to have it on my modern fuck-ass console. Just to see, like, just what will they add, right? What would they do? What will they remove? It's just, it'll cost something to happen in life. That part of it is fun. Besides that, I have the perfect version of both games. I can skip cutscenes, the whole 9 yards. I don't need these games to change. Either a graphical remake like Ninja Gaiden or something else. A simple port will not do. A simple port will absolutely do. You never ask yourself why you want a remake. What is the problem? Do the games not control well? And if they don't, what is exactly the problem? You never identified it. They will remove the gameplay and add more unskippable cutscenes. I will slaughter them. Whoever they is. I wish for an Ascension remaster the most, because I just can't play it right now. Ascension is the game that needs a remaster along with God of War 1 and 2, I'd say, yeah. It is cartoonishly flawed, that game. And I mean cartoonishly flawed. There you fucking go, Harpy. Stronger than a boss, this bitch is. Tell him Yeezy said they can kiss my whole ass. More specifically, they can kiss my asshole. I'm an asshole. Ninja Gaiden was PS3 gen, so it was easier to remake the graphics. They won't bother with PS2 games unless they offload it to someone like Bluepoint. Well, offload it then. You will easily get 10 million more copies sold. Like both games combined. Unless there's this video that I saw recommended to me the other day. Okay, I didn't view the video. He said Sony's trying to make you forget the original God of War. Which is something I'll never understand. Never. Would you say Ascension is the worst game? It is not the worst. Chains of Olympus is the worst. Ascension got stuff to do, you know? It has a lot of flaws, but it has personality. It has a unique approach compared to other God of Wars. That makes me love it. Pursuing Destiny? That was Seize Your Fate, not Pursuing Destiny. Chains of Olympus was a PSP game though. You didn't really make it clear what you mean. If you want Santa Monica games, then Ascension is the worst as Santa Monica game. Easy. They don't give a fuck about the old games for some reason. The video compared it to Bloodborne's situation. Which Bloodborne is a case that I really am puzzled about. Even more than Manta Sonica. Even more than God of War not being remastered. This banger playing in the background is not in the album because, of course. Bloodborne puzzles me as to why it's not there. I believe we did bring it up one time. And I attributed the reason for it not getting remastered or remade due to sales. Like it didn't sell well. Bloodborne? Is this good for PlayStation standards? 7.5 million copies? This is by February 2022. So after Elden Ring's popularity, I'm sure it got a bit more sales. 7.5 million copies by 2022. Shit should have been remastered 2020. Like dead ass. This is Sparta. And he doesn't get ringed out here? Nope. Oosh! Oosh! Bitch! Damn, the death floor is really not that far. It's pretty good. There has to be some bureaucratic bullshit for Bloodborne, otherwise it makes no sense. Some contract with FromSoft or something. There's always that, you know? Like, a sense of the stuff you really don't know about behind the scenes. I don't know. In comes the worst enemy in God of War history. I love this Spartan kick. Literally has a man by the blade upside down, then kicks him. Oh no, Hall of Atropos. What am I gonna do? Wow. I always knew that attack is trash, but wow. Okay. Like, generally. Wow. What do we upgrade? I guess I'm gonna keep on going with the blades. I want the blades to become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. Yeah, very trash unlocks, but whatever. These are the best looking blades, man. Look at this. I remember really liking this as a kid. Shit, look at that. Sometimes I'm in love with God of War 1's combat flow and moveset, but after replaying 2, I'm in love with the levels and tools and all. It's fine if you prefer 1 over 2 or vice versa. It's always fine. Never go wrong with the blades. It is actually a wrong routing. There's a much better routing than this. Hello, welcome sold animation. God of War 3 with Ascension gameplay. A better thing you should say is God of War 3 with God of War Ascension enemies. Because God of War 3 Kratos is like very powerful. I wonder how he would fare against Ascension's sturdy enemies. Seems like I do have to miss you. No, don't let Roberto kill your pet. Vaporized. Vaporized. This room was a nightmare on Titan. God of War 3 with Ascension difficulty. Yeah, enemies. Was that a stylish combo on the channel of the most stylish man alive? You've seen it here first, lads. The man became stylish again. Does anyone like the rage meter? Because that shit just pisses me off. Maybe that's the point. I like the rage meter of Ascension. it gives the game a different gameplay, like overall. I can't. God of War 2, my beloved. True gamer. I'm almost done with Gears of War 3. Today I went to the gaming center and by the way, I go to the gaming center occasionally just to check on things. Because I'm gonna get Ninja Gaiden 4 like 2 days or 3 days before release date. Which is gonna be hella fun. Games get shipped faster to here than say United States, for example. So anyways, I went to check for that, but it still wasn't out. What was I going to talk about? I wanted to get Gears of War Judgment. Now that's a Gears of War that I never played. I've been getting deep into Gears of War in general. It's not just me actually, it's even Hyperfist in the chat. It's even Hyperfisting the chat. Let's tussle. This is gonna be the combat version of Glory of Sparta that is gonna play here. Gearing my war right now. Beautiful kill animation. What a beautiful kill. The music, you hear that? It is the combat version of Glory of Sparta. It is this version that plays against Hercules in God of War 3. It has louder drums. Drums are generally very great for encounters. So it's a thing most games do, where they have drums in the combat. Like loud drums. And this one, if you go ahead and listen to it on YouTube, it has louder drums than the Glory of Sparta. Like the part where it go dun 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 dun, and then goes dun 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 dun. So that build up beforehand in the combat version, the version you just listened to, there's much more loud drums than the original version of Glory Sparta. It goes dun 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 is generally louder. As loud, if not even louder than how I autistically made it out to be back there. And I love that choice very much. The whole musical choice to make it have louder drums. Deals 5 damage. Deals 5 damage. Dun, 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 dun. It's 100% a war music. Like when you listen to that, you'd be like, "Yep, gonna go to war." It's a heroic, victorious music. Victorious Secret. When you combine God with 3 Kratos' power and tools and Ascension enemies' aggression, it would create awesome hard game. I don't know how that would work out. Because Kratos is just too agile in God of War 3. I doubt it would ever matter who you put him up against. You can air dash, you can do whatever. But it would be a more challenging game than God of War 3's enemies. God of War 3's enemies, for how much I like them, are not the toughest. The toughest God of War enemies in the trilogy, let's say, is God of War 2 enemies. But that particularly doesn't mean that I would like them that way. I don't like God of War enemies to be that rough and tough and always having body armor, It just doesn't create for a fun gameplay loop for me. In the long run, anyways. Not like God of War 2's combat loop ain't fun or anything. I like fighting 3's enemies. They're just so interactable. I can just do so much with God of War 3's enemies. They do so many fun things. Like a combat grapple causes a weird fucking hit property. A wall splat causes some awesome scenarios. Hold on, I want to know if I can spawn these enemies but stay in this boundary. I love the chanting at the beginning of the normal version. Yeah, the enemies are here. I can hear them. Look at them. It's a new boundary. God of War 1. Ah. Don't hit me, I swear to God. This is neat. We are God of War one-ifying the enemies. Action game enemies aren't supposed to be fight back anyway. The focus is on what you can do. This guy. Who invited him? My tomatoes! New discovery, new boundary exploit, yeah. That one was new. I've never done that before. Yo, yo, yo. Is the glory of Sparta in a totally fitting fight? You need to understand that it's a combat theme. Doesn't have to be thematically right or whatever the fuck you're blabbering about sometimes. Wow, he pushed him. And then this guy pushed the teamwork on these two. And then again, I'm reminded why I hate God of War 2. Because we all saw that fire. I'm not gonna say what race the doctor was. It was a Jewish doctor. Nice full collision again. I sort of had something else in mind. Might of the King added again. You quit God of War 1, no damage? Guys, no. One of my favorite songs. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Five, 6, 7, 8. Bitch, who are you calling wrong? Fighting glorified civilian. Nah, a glorified civilian is Hermes from 3. This guy at least puts up a nice fight. It's a very, very good fight. Did Kratos ever had baklava in this life? How would any event in his life lead to him having baklava? Or baklawa, as we call it. As anybody else calls it, I believe. Bye. Percy is promoted to Rhodian soldier tier enemy. Fuck him. Was Crossing of the Lowlands originally planned for this boss fight to play? Because that outro that you heard where it suddenly goes dun, 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 that is from the Crossing of the Lowlands. That song ends like this. Meanwhile, right now what we witnessed was the Isle of Creation was playing against Hermes. Don't let the autistic energy overcome your sanity. Too late, true gamer. Too damn late. Watch this jump. Watch. Attaboy. Jokes aside, Perseus is a nice fight. Love seeing him getting thrown around and how Kratos snaps his sword. Kratos humiliates the man. It's always lovely. It's my favorite subgenre. When a boss talks shit to Kratos and Kratos doesn't say a single word, or maybe says one sentence. And then you know Kratos is gonna demolish this fool. Like, there's no drama going on. Bitch, get the fuck out of my way. If there is anybody that would end this story, it would be either the Sisters of Fate or Zeus. So who the fuck is fucking Perseus to come across? So it's lovely to see that. Or in God of War 3 is the same. We just went through killing Poseidon, Hades, Helios, Perseus, throwing Gaia off the mountain, just for Hermes to come around. You will never catch me. Shut the fuck up. Who are you talking to? You're talking to the CEO of God Killing, by the way. Here's the head receiver right here. I have no idea. Zesty also struggled real hard with him. With what? He seems to ignore blocks sometimes, and I can't seem to hit him consistently. What's the gimmick? Who are you having problems with? I'm gonna end this stream when I get to Atlas, and then maybe continue this run off stream. Yeah, we're taking Blaze to max. Or maybe we want to take the spear to max? Unfortunate remains. Unfortunately, it remains. Okay, now. God of War 2, how come? I told you, it's the annual vanilla run that I do for the God of War trilogy. Why did it take a year to fucking... Dun dun. How's your heart for Ninja Gaiden 4? I'm very excited. And I'll get it. Can you show me to get these locked chests? I'm about to get them and you'll see how it's done. You turn this thing exactly once. Let's take these chests. You go across this river. Freeze the time there. What kind of man manages your rally from that range? From what range? I thought I set them up and then I would use it, but plans changed. Hermes and Helios both are a waste of space. With Hermes, at least you get to chase the man. Helios wasn't even fought. It was an encounter. Helios was the gauntlet, basically, that you had to do. God of War 3 generally loves doing this, where it runs you into a gauntlet sometimes rather than a boss fight. Chronos is not a boss fight, it's like a gauntlet of varied encounters. Wall encounters, crowded encounters, weird stage hazard encounters, cramped encounters with the Cyclops at the end, where the arena is small and shit. And it did the same with Helios. Helios is basically the gauntlet that you get into, that is the city of Olympia. Since the start of that part where you go out and then you get into the encounter, you jump, basically, you glide. You fight a couple of guys, then the Centaur comes in, then you fight a Chimera, then you keep going with encounters until it climaxes with the Cyclops thing. So it is that type of fight. It's not a boss fight. Dun, dun. I mean, the potential Helios had as a boss is endless. Yet all we got is a half-baked worse Hermes. Not even that, it wasn't a boss fight. I know I say I like to vary my vanilla runs, but this is a part where you just don't want to vary it up. Thanks for the assist, King. Hermes wasn't fighting, he was trying to escape after pissing off Kratos. In comes a God of War 3 problem. The chase sequence against Hermes is fun. There's one encounter that is fun with the dogs and harpies. Oh, that's it. Oh, you were thinking I was gonna follow it up with another sentence? No, that's it. Didn't have intimidating encounters or something more important than encounters at that point, which is platforming. It didn't have intimidating platforming, which is a cardinal sin in a chase sequence so hyped up. Clotho can do endless jobs, I'm sure. Dun, dun. And then instantly this song starts playing. I personally would prefer the Gorgons as they're very flexible. Will the Gorgons have snakes or hair down there? Imagine the timeline where devs didn't cut sections of a game where you climb chronos not through cutscene, but through platforming and fighting enemies. A man can dream. Why is God of War 2 the worst in the trilogy and even all hack and slash games aside from Chains? 2 is the worst in the trilogy for me. It's totally personal reasons. The game is objectively better than God of War 1. I'm in the mood. Let's continue a little bit more. The game is objectively better than 1. 1 is a broken mess even. The encounters are so fucked uppingly shitty in 1. The game gets broken too easily. This is not to say 2 and 3's enemies don't get broken. It's just that you gotta work a bit more for it than just go somewhere and stop. Like, be stationary. Two is objectively the best God of War game. Fuck off. Guy used to be a goat narrator. Wonder why they changed her voice for 3. Pretty sure the old lady couldn't scream. Superior in strength. Home run techniques with the Spear of Destiny. Do you think God of War 1 or 2 Kratos is more OP in terms of tools and gameplay? 1 is more OP. With 1, Sinus Rage clears most rooms. If not, Army of Hades clears most rooms. Like, that just doesn't exist so easily and for free where you can literally refill in the next room in God of War 2 or 3. But I prefer 1. As I said, for personal reasons. Like, no upgrade runs, Pain plus runs, Pain runs. Oh, sorry. By the way, I think doing the light string deals more damage. Like the light string and then ending it with this. At max blades, I believe that deals more damage. In God of War 3, that was the case. Baller music playing. It's gonna get good, listen. On the other hand, Medusa's Head and Zeus' Fury got improved quite a bit to Eurali and Typhon's Bane respectively. God of War 2's magic does fuck the game up, making it easy and shit, but with knowledge, not for free. This is what I say when this is what I mean when I say God of War 3 has the hardest vanilla run. It's not particularly saying God of War 3 is so hard. It's just me saying that it's the way it is, because even with the most right routing, you can never break God of War 3 like you can God of War 2 or God of War 1. It is overall the most balanced. Encounters, all the encounters require you to interact with them and respect the rules of the encounters. There are boundaries and shit. No game is excluded of boundaries, but it's not as much as God of War 1. There is no fuck this fight button in God of War 3. Meanwhile, in here, Gorgon's Rage is just that. Gorgon's Rage is a fuck this fight button. Or literally enter a fight, do 3 Chronos Rages, activate Rage, and fuck everything around you by just pressing L1. But see, the thing about God of War 2 is that I respect it. It's, you have to earn it. Like what I just described, easy for me to do. But who's to say every other player can just do it? The problem with 1 is that every player can just do the broken shit. You literally just press a button. Army of Hades, you literally just press L2 and it plays the game for you at that point. Like, I'm not even sugarcoating it here. The magic attack literally plays the game for you. Like, what else do you want me to say? Poseidon's Rage, same thing. L2, mash circle. In 3, there is no such thing. It's only in challenge runs where 1 and 2 are harder than 3. But challenge runs are irrelevant to be talked about when it comes to comparing difficulties. Those are player-made stuff. The sky is literally the limit when it comes to player-made challenge runs. It's a totally personal thing you have with the game. Good thing you can still petrify those satyrs in the Cerberus encounter in 3, otherwise I'd not win that fight. There is taunt exploitation you can try. You can taunt exploit enemies that are taunt exploitable by either running towards the boundary or jumping from mid to far range. Jumping and then gliding a little bit. They start taunting and you can punish. God of War 2 is the peak of the series in terms of voice acting and performance. The voice acting is insane in this game, yeah. Ah. Like, look at this awesome enemy combination right here. Legionnaire captains and harpies. How fucking cool is this? Look at them destroy my insides. Ah, let's try it one more time. The enemy combination in this game is awesome. It just does such a good job with its enemies. Because it's not just about your enemy design, it's also about how you combine enemies. It's an aspect that is insanely important, and I cannot preface how much. Like, there's a problem with one's enemies, and it's that they're not combined well. Did you know that you fight the Legionnaire captains in God of War 1 and they're never grouped up with any other enemy? It's always them alone. Some DMC1 type shit. Like, 2 comes in and improves on that aspect. It also improves on the aspect that encounters are not breakable with boundary exploits or whatever. There's still boundaries you can use, but it's never as much as 1. With 1, I have a full video. What is it, 20 minutes? Going through all the boundary exploits you can do in God of War 1. It is that insane, to the point where there's a video made about it. 2 and 3 do have boundary exploits, but never to that extent. They made sure big enemies don't get bounced easily. There is that, which is an insane improvement too. They added middleweight enemies. Whereas in God of War 1 it was either lightweight enemy or heavyweight enemy. And so in God of War 2 the Legionnaire captain is a heavyweight enemy. To where you cannot bounce him. You can launch him, but you cannot bounce him. You cannot hit him with a plume and he would bounce to the air, or triangle and all that. Aspect. God of War 2 has the most adventurous type story. God of War 2 is a bigger fetch quest than 2018. Come on, are you serious? That's level 5 blades. Right? Almost. Oko, no upgrades 1. For 2? Impossible. It is way too impossible. Are we continuing Oko tomorrow? No. We got some stuff to work on. Keep the cutscene as long as it's a chill stream? Nah, I'm not really in the mood. Though this cutscene right here is a masterpiece. Atlas, you must listen to me. Much has changed since we last met. Why? Because I seek to destroy Zeus. God of War 2 unforgettable in the same sentence is blasphemous. New extreme gameplays video?
Kratos, still the
No.
arrogant and foolish warrior. You have not changed. And how do you plan to defeat the king of the gods?
By taking the blade of Olympus back and driving it into Zeus's heart. It holds the power I once wielded as the god of war.
The
The blade of Olympus.
I have not
I've
heard that name in many
years.
Since
the end of the Great War.
Bloodlust and power raged within Zeus. His desire to rule over mortals was intolerable.
This fucking scene!
The war between the Titans and the Olympians forged the landscape of the mortal world. It was a war that we knew
The Titans must win.
If we lost, it would mean an end to the golden age of the Titan rule. Peace and prosperity for mankind would be no more.
Poseidon from the back. Hades. Poseidon's rage. The battle continued despite my capture.
The battle continued despite my capture. Then
Zeus created a powerful weapon to end the Great War,
A weapon
forged in the heavens and the earth, the Blade of Olympus.
I
Banish you to the darkest pits of Tartarus!
The magic attack from God of War 3 is beginning. In the war, you can spot the usual fellas. Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Helios, Hermes. Just these 5. I would get 2,000 hits here if this wasn't level 1 Sinus, Chronos Rage.
What guy?
This is where I end the stream. Thank you, fellas. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was a chill stream, goalless as always. Just me talking about whatever, you guys sharing your thoughts. Fuck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the other videos. I hope you enjoy everything. I hope you laughed. I hope you learned something. I hope you shared some thoughts with other people in the chat. This has been Extreme Gamer Zestus. Peace. Goodbye.